All right, get ready because today we're going deep on something pretty unexpected. I think the surprisingly captivating world of reptile blinking.
Wow.
Yeah, reptile blinking.
Interesting.
It's all over TikTok right now, and trust me, there's way more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah, it's true.
Really?
These videos are like a gateway to understanding some pretty incredible evolutionary adaptations in reptiles.
Okay.
We often think of blinking as a simple reflex,
Right.
but for reptiles, it's a whole different ballgame.
So let's unpack this.
Yeah.
I've seen some of these videos, and it doesn't look like a regular blink. It's more like a slow, deliberate sweep across the eye.
Yeah.
What's actually going on there?
Well, unlike us mammals who have movable eyelids,
Right.
many reptiles have a fixed transparent membrane covering their eyes called a spectacle.
Oh, okay.
Think of it like built-in goggles.
Okay, so the blink we see.
Yeah.
It isn't the eye itself closing, but this spectacle is moving across to clean and protect the eye.
Precisely. And it's essential for their survival.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Imagine living in a harsh desert environment with sand constantly blowing around, or in a dense forest with debris flying everywhere.
Right.
That spectacle acts as a shield, keeping the eye moist and clear.
It's like a constant windshield wiper,
Exactly.
ensuring they have a clear view at all times.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
But how did this unique adaptation evolve? Were there any stepping stones along the way?
That's where it gets fascinating.
Okay.
Scientists believe the spectacle likely evolved from the lower eyelid,
Oh.
which gradually became transparent and fused with the upper eyelid over millions of years.
So over a really, really long time.
A long, long time.
Oh, wow.
This allowed for a wider field of vision while still providing protection.
So it's not just about protection, it's also about optimizing their ability to hunt and avoid predators.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
The spectacle is a brilliant example of how evolution favors adaptations that provide multiple benefits.
It's both a shield and an enhancement to their vision.
So while we mammals are blinking away with our eyelids, these reptiles have developed a totally different and arguably more efficient method of eye care.
Right.
But what I find fascinating is how this ancient adaptation has become like a modern-day internet sensation.
Oh, yeah.
What is it about these videos that's capturing people's attention?
There are several layers at play here.
Oh.
On a basic level, there's the element of surprise.
Okay.
Many people aren't aware of this unique way reptiles blink.
Right.
So it's something new and intriguing.
Interesting.
Which strikes curiosity.
It's like, wait, did that lizard just do a slow-motion eye wipe? I've never seen anything like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that curiosity can lead to a deeper appreciation for the natural world.
I see.
People start to realize that even the most seemingly ordinary creatures have these incredible adaptations that have allowed them to thrive for millions of years. And beyond the initial surprise, there's something visually captivating about the slow, deliberate movement of the spectacle.
Right.
It's almost like hypnotic.
It is, yeah.
It really is.
And let's not forget the creativity of TikTokers who are using slow motion, close-up shots, and even adding music to enhance the visual appeal.
Yeah.
They're turning these simple blinks into miniature works of art.
It's like they've created a whole new genre of nature documentaries, but with a quirky, bite-sized twist.
Yeah, it's great.
I read it.
And it's accessible to everyone.
Right.
You don't need to be a herpetologist to appreciate the beauty or strangeness of these videos.
Right, right.
They tap into a universal sense of wonder and amusement.
So it's a combination of factors that's driving this trend.
Yeah.
The novelty, the visual appeal, the creative editing, and the simple fact that it's just plain fun to watch.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, is there more to this than just entertainment? Could these videos actually be sparking something deeper within us?
I think so.
Okay.
And that's where it gets really interesting.
Okay, tell me more.
The reptile blink, through its viral journey on TikTok, has become more than just a biological curiosity. It's a portal to a world of wonder and reflection.
I am intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, for starters, it challenges us to reconsider our perceptions of reptiles.
Okay.
Many people have misconceptions or even fears about these creatures, viewing them as cold-blooded,
Right.
scary, or even dangerous.
I can see that.
But seeing them up close, in this non-threatening way, can break down those barriers.
It's like, hey, this lizard isn't a monster. It's just trying to keep its eyes clean, and look how gracefully it does it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that shift in perception can have a ripple effect.
Okay.
It can lead to more people supporting reptile conservation efforts,
Oh, wow.
learning about the vital roles they play in ecosystems, and even advocating for their protection.
So a viral TikTok trend could actually contribute to real-world conservation efforts.
It really could.
That's amazing.
It's a testament to the power of digital storytelling and how it can connect people with nature in new and unexpected ways.
Yeah.
And it goes beyond just reptiles.
Right.
The fascination with a reptile blink speaks to a broader human desire to find the extraordinary in the ordinary.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's like we're constantly searching for those moments of awe and wonder, those glimpses into the hidden beauty of the world around us.
And in a world that's constantly bombarding us with information and stimulation,
Right.
it's easy to become numb to the wonders that are right in front of us.
I know.
But the reptile blink, with its simplicity and unexpected elegance, reminds us to slow down and appreciate the small details.
It's like a gentle nudge from the universe saying, hey, look closer. There's magic happening all around you, even in a lizard's eye.
And that sense of wonder can be contagious. When we
Right.
share these videos and express our amazement,
Right.
we inspire others to look at the world with fresh eyes.
I see. It's a ripple effect.
It's a ripple effect of curiosity and appreciation.
This is all really fascinating.
Yeah.
But I'm also wondering, are there any potential downsides to this trend? I mean, with any viral phenomenon, there's always the risk of things getting out of hand.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
And it's important to be mindful of the ethical considerations.
Okay.
Like any content involving animals.
Right.
We need to be aware of the source and ensure that the animals featured are being treated ethically.
So we should be wary of videos where the reptile looks distressed or is being handled in a way that seems unsafe.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Our goal should be to celebrate these creatures and learn from them, but not at the expense of their well-being.
It sounds like a case of enjoy the content, but be a responsible viewer. So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
The biology of the reptile blink, its rise to fame on TikTok, the cultural impact, and even the ethical considerations.
Yeah.
But before we
wrap up.
yeah, this first part of our deep dive, I want to bring it back to a personal level. What can we as individuals learn from this seemingly simple act of a reptile blinking?
That's a profound question.
Yeah.
And I think it gets to the heart of why this trend has resonated with so many people.
Mm,
On the surface, it's just a lizard blinking,
right.
but it speaks to something deeper within us.
I'm all ears. Tell me more.
It speaks to our innate curiosity about the natural world,
Right.
our desire to find beauty and meaning in unexpected places,
Okay.
and our need to connect with something larger than ourselves.
It's like the reptile blink is this tiny window into the vastness and wonder of the universe, reminding us that there's so much more out there than we realize.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And through that window, we glimpse our own place within that vastness.
Okay.
We're reminded that we're part of something bigger, something interconnected and awe-inspiring.
Right. Right.
It's both humbling and empowering.
Okay. I'm starting to see the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
It's not just about cute lizards blinking. It's about reconnecting with that childlike sense of wonder that we often lose sight of as adults. Right. But you mentioned earlier that these videos can also spark conversations about bigger issues like conservation.
Yeah.
How does that play out?
Well, for many people, these videos are their first real introduction to the diversity and beauty of reptiles.
I see.
They might have only encountered them in zoos or through sensationalized media portrayals, which often paint them in a negative light.
So these TikTok videos are challenging those preconceived notions and allowing people to see reptiles in a new light.
Precisely.
Okay.
Suddenly, they're not just creepy crawlies to be feared.
Right.
They're fascinating creatures with unique adaptations and behaviors.
Right.
And that newfound appreciation can translate into a desire to learn more about them,
Yeah.
to understand the challenges they face,
Yeah.
and to support efforts to protect them.
It's almost like these videos are acting as mini ambassadors for the reptile world, helping to bridge the gap between humans and these often misunderstood creatures.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And it's not just about raising awareness. These videos can also spark conversations about the broader ecological issues that reptiles are facing,
Oh, okay.
such as habitat loss, climate change, and the illegal pet trade.
So it's a gateway to a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things and the importance of protecting biodiversity.
Exactly.
All right.
And that's a powerful message to be spreading, especially in today's world where we're facing a biodiversity crisis.
You know, as we're talking about this, I'm remembering that one of the sources we looked at, the SocialWick podcast, touched on how this trend reflects our fascination with slowing down in a world that's constantly speeding up.
Oh, yeah.
It seems counterintuitive that something as mundane as a slow-motion blink would resonate in our fast-paced digital age.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It
I
is.
think it speaks to a subconscious desire for a break from the constant stimulation and information overload that we're bombarded with every day.
It's like our brains are craving a bit of visual tranquility, a moment to pause and appreciate something simple and beautiful.
And the reptile blink, with its slow, deliberate movement and unexpected elegance, provides that respite.
Oh,
It's a mini meditation, a reminder to breathe, to slow down, and to appreciate the subtle beauty that often goes unnoticed.
and it's not just about the visuals.
Right.
The creators of these videos are also using sound in really creative ways to enhance that sense of calm and wonder.
Absolutely.
They're pairing the slow motion blinks with calming music, nature sounds, or even just silence, creating a truly immersive experience.
That's a key point.
Yeah.
Sound plays a crucial role in shaping our emotional response to these videos.
Okay.
The right soundtrack can transport us to another world, evoke a sense of peace and tranquility, or even amplify the humor inherent in the situation.
It's like they're creating these tiny meditative moments within the chaotic landscape of TikTok.
Right.
And it seems like people are really responding to that.
They are.
Right.
In a world that's constantly demanding our attention.
Yeah.
These videos offer a much-needed escape, a chance to unplug and reconnect with something primal and beautiful.
It's interesting to think about how something as simple as a reptile blinking can have such a profound impact on our mood and even our perspective on life.
It speaks to the power of nature to inspire and heal, even in the most unexpected ways.
But let's not forget the humor.
Oh, of course not.
I mean, some of these videos are just downright hilarious.
They are.
People are adding funny captions, creating memes, and even setting the blinks to dramatic music.
It's a great example of how humor can make even the most unexpected topic relatable and enjoyable.
Right.
And it's important not to take ourselves too seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like we can learn a lot from these creatures, not just about biology and conservation, but also about finding joy in the simple things and not being afraid to laugh at ourselves.
Exactly. And that laughter can be a powerful tool for connecting with others and for building a sense of community around shared interests.
I think it's amazing how something as seemingly simple as a reptile blinking can spark so many different conversations and touch on so many different aspects of our lives.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a testament to the power of observation, the creativity of the human mind, and the interconnectedness of all things.
So we've talked about the science, the cultural impact, the ethical considerations, and even the philosophical implications of the reptile blink.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I want to bring it back to something you mentioned earlier,
Okay.
the idea of finding the extraordinary in the ordinary.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
It's a concept that I think is central to understanding the appeal of this trend.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we live in a world that's saturated with spectacle,
Yeah,
with constant stimulation vying for our attention.
it's true.
It's easy to become desensitized to the beauty and wonder that surrounds us, to take things for granted.
Yeah, I agree.
But the reptile blink, through its simplicity and unexpected elegance, jolts us out of that complacency.
It's like a reminder that magic exists in the everyday if only we take the time to look for it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And it doesn't require a grand adventure or a trip to a far-off land. It's about cultivating a sense of wonder and appreciation for the things we often overlook,
Like
the
why-
things that are right in front of us.
So instead of rushing through our days on autopilot, we should be more like a reptile, taking a moment to clear our vision, observe our surroundings, and appreciate the subtle beauty that often goes unnoticed.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah,
It's about slowing down, paying attention, and being present in the moment.
okay.
It's about rediscovering the joy of discovery,
Right.
the thrill of seeing something new in something familiar.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like a call to action, a challenge to look at the world with fresh eyes and to find wonder in the everyday.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And who knows what we might discover when we start paying attention.
Well, on that note, I think it's time for us to take a short break.
Okay.
But when we come back, we'll delve into some specific examples of how people are finding that extraordinary in the ordinary, inspired by the unlikely muse of the reptile blink. And we're back, ready to wrap up our exploration of the surprisingly profound world of reptile blinking.
Yeah, it's amazing how something so seemingly simple can open up so many different avenues of thought, isn't it?
It really is. We've gone from the biology of the spectacle to TikTok fame, conservation, the power of slowing down, and even finding the extraordinary in the ordinary, all thanks to a lizard's slow-motion eye sweep.
It just goes to show that inspiration can be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes the things that seem the most mundane can actually hold the deepest meaning.
Speaking of finding the extraordinary in the ordinary, before the break we were talking about how these reptile blink videos are inspiring people to look at the world with fresh eyes. Do you have any specific examples of how that's playing out?
Absolutely. I've seen people sharing stories online about how these videos have motivated them to start noticing the small details in nature that they might have overlooked before. Things like the intricate patterns on a butterfly's wings, the way sunlight filters through leaves, or even the subtle movements of a spider spinning its web.
It's like these videos are acting as a sort of mindfulness training, reminding people to slow down and appreciate the beauty that's all around them.
That's a great way to put it. And it's not just about observing nature. People are also applying this newfound appreciation for the ordinary to other aspects of their lives. They're noticing the small acts of kindness from strangers, the beauty in everyday routines, and the moments of joy that often go unnoticed in the hustle and bustle of daily life.
It's like they're retraining their brains to focus on the positive and to find wonder in the seemingly mundane.
Exactly, and I think that's a powerful antidote to the negativity and stress that we're often bombarded with in today's world.
It's like these reptile blink videos are offering a glimpse into a different way of being, a way of living that's more mindful, more appreciative, and more connected to the beauty that surrounds us.
And the best part is it's a way of being that's accessible to everyone. You don't need any special skills or equipment. All you need is a willingness to slow down, pay attention, and open yourself up to the wonder that's all around you.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the big takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with?
I think the reptile blink, in all its unexpected glory, serves as a powerful reminder that there's more to life than meets the eye. It's a call to awaken our curiosity, to embrace the beauty of the ordinary, and to cultivate a sense of wonder that will enrich our lives in countless ways.
Beautifully said, and I think that's a perfect note to end on. So, to our listeners, we encourage you to embrace the spirit of the reptile blink, slow down, pay attention, and discover the extraordinary in the ordinary. You might be surprised at what you find.
And who knows, maybe you'll even inspire others to do the same.
And with that, we'll bring this deep dive to a close. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your minds curious, and your sense of wonder alive.